Well, the last name that was thrown in there was Calvin Austin, and that might be the reason that we saw another move made for the Pittsburgh Steelers earlier today. They added an former All-Pro wide receiver slash kick returner, Jamal Agnew, according to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. Agnew, a former fifth-round pick of the Detroit Lions, was a 2017 first-team All-Pro as a rookie. What do you think about the Steelers' addition of Jamal Agnew?
Yeah, I mean, it's still an all-pro. You added an all-pro wide receiver slash punt returner, and that's a move that everybody wanted to make. You know, he's healthy now. He dealt with the shoulder and a rib injury, I think, in week 10 last season that held him out the rest of the season. He's good to go. I think he had a number of teams looking at him. He felt the Pittsburgh Steelers were the right ones. This is a move that comes, I believe, on the back end of Calvin Austin. You know, you get that injury news, you see that happen, you start to worry, okay, you know, what if something happened? Where do you turn to next? Is Scotty Miller the guy? Maybe, but maybe Jamal Agnew is the replacement for Scotty Miller because he brings more upside on special teams, and you could kind of rely on him in more serious ways than you would a Scotty Miller. I think either way, it's a good move for the practice squad. It's a good move for week 11 of the NFL season. It's a good move for a guy that just got healthy and awesome, but there's a 50% chance that this guy never sees the field. There's a 50% chance that somehow he becomes a crucial part to the Pittsburgh Steelers because of some big time injury that they now have to overcome on special teams or in the wide receiver core, wherever. I mean, we'll see. It's been a long time since he has been an all-pro, but he was a Pro Bowler in 2022. His numbers weren't super impressive. I don't know what super impressive punt return make a Pro Bowl numbers are because, I mean, you look at it, he had like 250 punt return yards. Calvin Austin did half of that in a game, and okay, great. You know, maybe it was just a bad punt return year. Who knows? I still think it's a move that benefits the Pittsburgh Steelers, costs them literally nothing, and add somebody. It's just like CJ Henderson. Add somebody to their practice squad that maybe does something for them in the future and holds a little bit more weight than the random guy that would never play in a million years that was there yesterday. Guys, there is no better place to be during football season than at a Pittsburgh Steelers game. And now, Game Time has this new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live, like the Pittsburgh Steelers, even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. I, as everybody knows, am going to see Creed in a couple of weeks, and it was effortless finding my tickets on Game Time. Why? Because they lay everything out for you. All-in pricing shows you the total up front with no surprise fees at checkouts. Seat views means that you get to see a panoramic view of your seat in the app before you ever buy the tickets. The lowest price guaranteed or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. And Game Time ticket coverage, your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use our code ALLSTEELERS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code ALLSTEELERS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time.
Yeah, and I think it also protects a little bit of the running back room because you look at who's returning kicks for you right now. It's Jaylen Warren and Cordero Patterson, with Najee Harris now dealing with an injury. Again, an injury that we expect him to play with. Like, we expect it not to bother him throughout the season. You're going into a back half of the season that's going to be a murderer's row. If you need to get a little bit less work for one of your running backs, you can put Jamal Agnew back. You can elevate him because he's on the practice squad. Elevate him, then put him back on kick return if need be. It's another one of those moves that we talked about last week with Omar Khan, where it's, let's make sure that we're backfilling these positions so we have an in case of emergency in a lot of different areas of the roster.
Yeah, I agree. And they tested him out a couple of weeks ago. They obviously felt good enough to say, okay, we need somebody now. Let's go at him before he gets signed elsewhere. And I think that was a move. Once again, it's just, it's another Terrell Edmonds. It's another Cam Sutton. It's another Cordero Patterson. It's another CJ Henderson. Just why not? At the end of the day, why not? So it's a good move. In my opinion, a move that only makes the Steelers better.